Hey everybody, welcome back to High Level Games presents The Enemy Within. As you can see, for those of you who are joining us again, we have a new video format. You can see what I see now. And we couldn't get Dave's camera to work because this is in beta, but it's better than it was. But yeah, I hope everybody had wonderful holidays, whichever ones you celebrate. Okay. And what happened last time, guys?
I mean, I remember Davros being amazing, and making money.
Well, we might make money if we manage to collect. Right at the end, we discovered that this person who looks quite like you has an inheritance.
Right. Thank you.
It's been a minute for us too, guys. So
Yes, that's right.
Before that, we were on our way to Altdorf for a job, but it turns out a more potentially lucrative situation has arisen.
yeah. So originally, you guys were answering this. Not that. Ooh, giving away secrets. That's the wrong thing. Answering this. For those of you at home, you can actually see this. This is what and you guys should have access to this, in your journals too. The Bold Adventurers Wanted, ad. And if you guys have issues reading it, I also copy and pasted the text into the text portion, so you should have access to both the actual item and to the text portion. So.
It's pretty beautiful as kind of a digital handout, to be honest.
Okay, it's great.
So it was an expedition to the Grey Mountains, if I recall.
Yeah, an expedition to the Great Mountains being set up by the Crown Prince of Ostland.
But they didn't want any dwarves, right?
Yeah. Which
Well, we don't care about that now.
yeah, which suggests that that for y'all it would probably be something going into a dwarf hold. That's probably the underlying issue, is that they wanted to go to a dwarf hold, and no dwarfs need apply to just keep that nonsense from starting up. So. But on your way, you stopped at at a coaching inn, the name of which is escaping me. The Coach and Horses Inn, which is the most generic name you can have for a coaching inn. At the Coach and Horses Inn,
Met some colorful
characters. Had to catch a different coach because the one you guys were on got stuck in some mud, and then the coachman got attacked by something. And then you caught a coach to Altdorf, ran into a bunch of mutants, including one of Davros's old friends from back in Ubersreich. Found a body that looked very, very similar to Davros. Like, to the point where I think the Road Wardens commented about it being your twin. And then we left off there.
We found something on that body, though.
Yes, you did. And that was a letter stating that the person in... Let's see. I believe it's this. You found a letter that was addressed to a Castel Leibrung, who is believed to be the last remaining relative of the Baronet Leibrung and of Bogenhofen. So getting to Bogenhofen from Altdorf is not that difficult if you can secure transport. But there is, I think, a 20,000 gold crowns lands and estates worth of lands and estates, waiting for Davros's lookalike down river. Down, then upriver. Depending, because you gotta change rivers. So. And then y'all were heading to Bogenhofen after that. So, or not Bogenhofen, Altdorf first. What is...
Sounds good. How far are we out from Altdorf at this time?
You guys are actually...
Did we catch a ride with the Red Wardens?
Well, you guys went up to the next coaching inn, were questioned by the road wardens, and then you were left to go. If you guys wanted to catch a ride on the carriage you were already on, that would be perfectly acceptable. Failing
We
that,
paid for that, didn't we?
I do believe you paid for that.
Yeah, so if that carriage is still in good shape, and we've caught up with them, and they're heading to Altdorf, and everything's good, I don't really like riding on the roof, but it might be quicker than our other options.
Okay. Does that sound good to everybody?
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
All right, cool. So, you guys managed to depart from the coaching inn mid-afternoon, 1, maybe 2. You've got plenty of time to make it to the last leg, on the last leg to Altdorf. You would be arriving from the south, and then you would be taken to the Königsplatz, which is this main central area right here. Which actually, if I remember correctly, I don't have that enabled. Which is right here. It is a very big, bustling town or city. It is the second biggest city in the empire. I believe a couple of you have Sixth Sense, correct?
The elf might.
Let me see.
I believe Davros and the
I
elf. Okay. So something you two notice, and you don't even have to make it all the way to the Königsplatz to notice this. Something is off. You just feel not at ease within the city's walls.
We should go.
Immediately upon entering, you feel like something is off with this place. Coming from a big city or from a large town, you figure maybe it's just Davros thinks it might be, just it's a big city, but that doesn't seem quite right. Everybody's bustling everywhere. It is very, very, very busy at the moment.
These manling cities are positively swarming with manlings.
That'll happen. Yeah.
I haven't been to such a place before. I've always meant to come to Altdorf, but never had the opportunity.
Well, welcome. Do you want me to show you around?
You've never been to Altdorf.
How do you know that?
You told me.
I mean, beyond that.
Oh, other than that, I don't know it. It's true.
There you
You
go.
have
Do
a
want me to
point
show you
there,
around?
Davros.
I've been to Altdorf.
Oh, you have? But where's all the good places around here?
Before we start looking into that, I'm getting a bit of a bad vibe. We should maybe check if we've been followed or if something's going on. Something seems off.
Go ahead and make a perception test. Plus 20.
Bad vibe. Or Elgy superstitions, I'm sure. No offense.
Elgy paranoia.
Would you mind rolling that one? I'm having the bug where you can't scroll too far down. Screen
Something
size.
that might help that is zooming out in the browser, but for now I'll do that. It might help a little bit. So perception, yeah. But I got you on this one. Oh man, you gotta really screw this up to. Yeah, Rolling versus 94, yeah. There's nobody following you. But as you look around, you notice that it's really, the city is changing, right? You see buildings being rebuilt, reconstructed, and then right next door, you'll see another building falling apart. You'll see people like disregarding other folks. It's like you'll notice one vendor said, "Aren't you just got your groceries here yesterday?" And then the person just blows past them to the stall next door. Everybody.
I mean, are we talking like garden variety gentrification, or like this is how out of the normal is all this?
Everybody feels anxious, and it's almost palpable. You hear one town crier not far from when you enter the gates, mentioning that a well-regarded philanthropist was found guilty of corruption, and he's been jailed. Right before you cross the River Reich, you hear another one say that a penniless street rat was found to be the heir of the Richard Goldner estates. There are
a penniless street rat found to be an heir of great estates. Likely story. Davros? I give him a little elbow.
Could happen.
Let's hope it does.
You notice agitators on every second or third street corner with big crowds. The city seems like it is ready for something to happen.
Ominous.
Okay.
When we arrive, I'm gonna bid farewell to our friend Philippe Descartes.
Yeah, you've actually got a couple of hours with him because the streets are that crowded and bustling. Takes another hour or two once you get through the gate to make it to the plots.
Philippe, where are you heading to after this?
I am. After this, I stay a few nights here, then I shall move on to see my friend.
Oh, your friend. What kind of friend is he?
He's just a old friend from that I served with when I was a mercenary.
Oh. Well, wish you the best, and I hope our paths cross again. And perhaps I can take a little bit of your money next time.
Well, you shall have to get better at playing cards than you currently are, but bonne chance, mon ami.
Had you on the ropes right up until I didn't. Don't forget that.
And he just... So. The Konig's Plots is absolute... First off, it's big. It is... you guys would recognize that it's probably about 2 or 3 times bigger than the marketplace in Uber's right, at least. It is absolutely massive. And it is absolutely crowded. And before you guys even step off the coach, you guys have people coming up to you saying, check out this restaurant, they've got great food, check out this inn, best prices, clean beds. You guys are just absolutely assaulted by people clamoring for your attention.
Andy's beard. These manlings are all over us.
Can I get us somewhere fairly cheap and comfortable?
Yeah, you might be able to find something. What exactly were you going to be looking for? How did you want to find something?
I'm gonna have Lore Altdorf.
Okay, make a plus 20 lore or Altdorf test. Yeah, so you can remember a couple of places, but it's been a while since you've been here. It might take a while to remember exactly where they are. And at that moment, your good friend Philippe says, "Stop! Stop! Thief! Thief!" And you see somebody bolting off into the crowds.
Oh, I'm going after him.
Yeah, I'm running after him as well.
Go ahead and make a +0 athletics test, whoever's chasing after this thief.
Would I be able to roll a perception test to be able to make sure I could identify this man later?
You absolutely may.
Turns out a dwarf trying to push through a crowd to catch a thief is not very effective.
Any mods to this?
Let me take a look at your sheet real quickly. I don't think there'd be anything in particular, because it is a very quick look, so if anything, I'm probably going to give you a minus.
Right, so I give chase, but I'm bowled over by a much taller person in the crowd.
Yeah, we'll do this at -10, Gert.
Okay.
Hey, good job. Are you also going to chase after this thief?
Yeah, I guess I will. That's just an athletics test, right?
Yep, +0.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Can we talk about the fact that Gert's picture for his character looks like he took one too many hits from the bomb?
Hey,
I
man,
mean,
those artists sell portraits. They're always really fancy.
hey man, that's legal in Canada.
Hell yeah, brother.
um, so, he seems to really be slipping away. Everybody who wants to continue chasing him may make another +0 athletics test.
I'm also going to shout, "Stop, thief," etc. as I do so. I'm going to
Okay.
raise hue and cry and see if we can get the crowd to arrest him.
Nope. Hey!
Alright, I guess I managed to get over being ran over by somebody and get a +1 success level.
Yep. And is Davros gonna continue chase, or does Davros give up?
It's a straight one. I don't get a bonus or penalty.
+0.
+0. Oh, yes, I am.
Alright. So, it doesn't seem like Ragni's cries to stop really catch the crowd's attention. But,
Come on.
but Davros...
What if we offer them money?
Do you want to offer money to a very packed crowd in the middle of a...
Oh, heck no.
Just throwing that out there.
I could.
Any dwarf hold, if you shouted for help against thieves, dozens of Dawi would leap to your aid. Altdorf, ugh.
Sorry if you can hear my dogs and wife.
Yeah, I'll say I'll yell 2 copper to the first person who can take that guy down.
Somebody spits at your shoe.
That's fair. I spit back and shrug.
Just because it's an elf, or are there other reasons?
Fuck this guy. It's 2 pennies.
2 brass pennies. Nice.
But Davros manages to catch up to the thief and cut them off, and stares you down and pulls out a dagger.
Thief does?
The thief does.
Got a dagger in the middle of the road? Ooh,
At
they're
an
vicious
alley.
here.
In an
Middle of
alley.
an alley? They're vicious here.
What are you gonna do, Davros?
So, can I see this person and...
They're sitting right in front of you. They're like, better get out of my fucking way. Stab you.
How far behind is
How
Ragni?
far behind is everybody?
They're lagging. Ragni's not too far behind.
Oh, jeez, this is like the dog that caught the car. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I yell.
The thief just like cocks his head at you and moves towards you, and it doesn't seem like anybody's paying attention to you.
Okay, can I'm not sure how the mechanics in this game work, but what I'm hoping to do is to play the coward to such a pathetic degree that throws him off. Only to use that to my advantage.
You're gonna like strategically cower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say make a +20 charm test, mostly because Davros kind of is a coward.
Really believable.
Yeah, make me a +20 charm test.
Oh shit.
Would you like to use a fortune on that?
Yeah. Does that a reroll?
That is a reroll, yeah. Or you could do it as a, or you could bump that up to a pass. Oh, or you got it. Nice. Look at that 69.
It's like what? So yeah, I scream. Tears start coming out of my eyes. I start backing up. I'm yelling. I'm basically just doing everything I can to distract this person, both buying time and having them kind of drop their guard a little bit.
Okay, so by this time Vragni can catch up. What is Vragni gonna do?
What's he got in his? Does the person obviously have some kind of object they've stolen in their hands?
He stole some sort of baggage.
And he's got a knife?
And a knife in the other hand. Like this type of deal.
Alright. Let's see. Well, I'm going to intimidate him. I will. Ragni's terrible at this, by the way. I'm going to pull out my blunderbuss, which unfortunately is not loaded, but he doesn't know that.
Make a +20 intimidate check.
All right.
Or test, excuse me.
Intimidate at average +20. 4. I say, yeah, there's no need for me to shoot you with this blunderbuss. All you got to do is put down the luggage, and you can just walk away. I say, aiming the unloaded blunderbuss at him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he turns around, looks at you, says, "Fuck this!" drops the bag and runs.
So, out of idle curiosity, like if I shot him in the back with a bow at this point, like am I going to jail for murder?
Quite possibly, yes.
Alright, never mind.
You're also in the middle of a crowded square. Or
We're
near
in
the
an
edge
alley
of
at the moment.
or near the edge of a crowded square. He's going to dart towards the crowded square to be lost in it, the crowds.
Not our problem anymore.
I grabbed the bag.
All right, let's get this back over to good old Leap.
Let's just take a beat.
Feeling all right there?
No, I'm a little out of breath, and I just wipe some tears away. And as I'm wiping tears away, I'm just like, matter of fact, just business as usual. Start going through them.
All right, no, none of that. I'm gonna snatch that out of your hands.
And then
That's my friend.
Gert shows up.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up, see what's going on here. Look down,
Let's
roast
get-
around the
Could he
eyes. I'll say
possibly
to him,
want? It might be a mystery. Take it. No, it's mine.
I'll say
Nice
to
try,
him,
Davros.
please, we've just entered into the city.
I frightened the guy off, and Davros cornered him. Let's get this bag back to Philippe. I'm sure he'll want
Basically,
to.
the hero here. I'm getting no respect for the actions I.
I wouldn't have caught him without your help, Davros. You stood in his way. It was the right thing to do.
wipe the last tear out of my eyes.
There was a lot of manly courage that you showed there.
Right?
Yes. You should keep up the good work, I guess.
Thanks, Fragny.
So, I guess let's take the bag back to Philippe.
Sure, I'll carry it.
I'll carry it.
No, I mean, I'll carry.
I'm not giving it back.
Well, if he's the one that at least caught thief or got the bag, we should at least give him most of the glory, at least, I suppose.
Holding on to the bag.
I agree with that. I said the glory, not what's in the
yes.
bag.
I wasn't going to take anything from the bag. I just wanted to see what was being stolen, in
But
case.
then it's none of your business. It's his stuff.
So
let's just take it back to him. I start walking
But
back to Philippe.
as we're walking, I'm just like, but he's a friend. Like, you go through your friend's stuff. That's just normal.
He's my friend.
So
How about
as you guys are drawing close to the carriage, you hear this big fanfare, and you can almost see the carriage and where you left Asa Wing. But as you hear this fanfare, the crowds start to part, and you notice these soldiers dressed head to toe in plate mail, great swords, and held in like a ceremonial marching fashion, just pushing through the square.
So as they're walking like this, and those soldiers are coming towards us,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately just turn 90 degrees and walk into the crowd.
Yeah, let's get out of the way of this. All these soldiers.
It's gonna pass in front of you.
Okay, all right. Oh, who's anybody know what kind of soldiers these are? I don't have knowledge of the Empire or knowledge of Altdorf or anything. Or I don't
Anybody
even know any
with
of that lore.
common knowledge, or excuse me, I've been playing a second edition game. Lore Altdorf plus 20, lore Reichland minus 10, if anybody has it.
Well, it's not. What I know about is the Dawi. Maybe one of you recognize it?
That's a negative. I am from a very different realm.
I am from around here, would I know?
You've got lore Altdorf, you can make it a plus 20 test. Ooh! Alright. So you think, but you're not sure, that these are this is the 1st Reichland Regiment of Foot.
First Reichland Regiment of Foot, huh?
Yeah, that would be the Imperial Guard. That would explain the really nice armor, the fact that they're carrying great swords. And they push through, and then as this begins to trail off, what you do notice is, I'm going to make something available to y'all. Is if you go to your journals and go to Imperial Parade, there's an image there, and I should probably show our viewers the image of a man
Great.
in dark ebony armor, very ornate.
I don't quite see it. Imperial Parade looks like an empty document to me. What about you?
If you click on the
Same
for
top
me.
right where it says image, right next to the X,
There's no,
I can't find it.
there's no X.
how about now? Try exiting out of the journal and then coming back. in.
There it is.
I see it now.
Huzzah!
Oh, who's that in the armor?
That is the Emperor and Crown Prince of Reichland, of Altdorf, Elector Count of Reichland, Karl Franz.
Emperor himself.
That is the Emperor. And then behind him you see a bunch of knights who you're assuming are going to be the Reichsguard, who are his other bodyguards. They are the finest knights in the Empire. That is just something that's flat out known. They claim to be the finest knights of the Empire. Some of the other orders would disagree with that, but they definitely have a strong claim to it. If it's not them, they're pretty close.
I don't know much about Ungi Knights, but this is a fine-looking collection of fellows.
Yep, but that is the Emperor Karl Franz. I'm going to be an idiot, and so I'm going to have an idiot moment for just a minute because Karl Franz's last name is based off of a real place, and I always get it backwards. Karl Franz I of House Holzwig-Schleistein, Elector Count, Grand Prince of the Reichland, Prince of Altdorf, Count of the Westmarch, and Sigmar's chosen.
Wow, that's a lot of titles for one manling.
So just, again, our idle curiosity, and I'm not going to do this, I'm just curious. If Davros were to shoot a bow at the Emperor from here...
Axe, head, block.
Looks pretty well armored.
I mean, for sure I'm dead for doing that, but... Like, what are the odds? Like, how easily killable is a character like that in this game?
He's not wearing a helmet, so it's just the issue. You need a critical hit to kill him, and you need, because critical hit's the only thing that would have a chance of killing someone in one shot, because some criticals do that. But he can ignore criticals unless you hit him in the head, where he has no armor. I think he'd be in for a kind of a tough time.
Okay, just curious. Again, I wasn't planning on doing that. I just wondered. Because he looked so crazy powerful that I was like, how powerful is he?
And it's just hard to kill people in armor, right?
Yeah, and in terms of lore, out of character, Karl Franz is one of the 2 or 3 most powerful human fighters that I can think of. There's only 2 that come close, and that's Kurt Helborg and King Lowen of Bretonnia.
Luon Leoncoeur.
Yep. For the lady.
I'll be right back, you guys. I just have to peace out for a second.
Doing dad stuff. All right. So
that's a pretty nice parade.
So, yeah, it is.
I'm still gonna be looking around for Philippe during this, by the way.
You can kind of get glimpses of him through the crowd. It's almost as if this cuts straight down the middle of the Koenig plots, and he's on the other side.
We're just gonna have to wait for this to pass.
Yeah, pretty much. But it is. This is very much like the Emperor walking right in front of you.
A rare treat.
It is a very rare treat. Though, of course...
Guess you know what I'll do? I have the gossip skill. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to gossip with the people around who are doubtlessly talking about the Emperor and see what the latest goss is about him.
Go for it, please.
What difficulty is this?
Make it a plus 20.
All right,
actually, a plus 40. Well,
40. If it's plus 40, then I get 4 SLs.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a second. I need to find a thing. So, viewers, if you see something pop up right here in the edge of my screen, that's because Foxit Reader, like right now, Foxit Reader, when I click on certain bookmarks, it decides to go into both screens. And I don't know what's up with that. So. And Foxit Reader is going really slowly today. And I apologize. And I can maybe clear out some stuff to speed things up. But, so one of the things you do pick up on is that the Emperor has been making a lot of these parades lately.
He's been out and about a lot?
He has been out and about a lot. That it is actually... I'm looking for this. Yeah, he's been making a lot of these, and
Yeah, so we didn't get that lucky.
you didn't get that lucky. It is actually so common that it is actually becoming a little bit of talk. Like he's making a show to be seen.
You think he's trying to make a show of strength?
It's
Some military people, some military threats are happening. He wants to show off all his knights.
I mean, that definitely could be it. You also hear that that he has that the zoo's been shut for weeks because his griffin Deathclaw went on a rampage, and that's because he hasn't been to see him in a few months.
Interesting. Something's afoot.
Interesting.
Well, whatever the case is, all we can really do is wait for this parade to pass.
So-
can we see our friend anywhere?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
while
let's
the
look at
as
the
the,
card.
as this is passing, why don't you let your good buddy Davros know what's up?
So Davros, I was just chatting with some of the people in the crowd here. Seems like the Emperor is doing these parades all the time. And recently they had to shut down the zoo because his steed Deathclaw has been just really mad because he hasn't been there to visit him. So there's some interesting stuff going on around here.
For the record, Deathclaw is a griffin.
Griffin. All right, this can fly, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. What? They're doing all these parades. What is the purpose of the parades?
Might be a show of force. All these soldiers. He wants to show off his power.
In my experience, a show of force is truly a show of weakness.
Oh. Perhaps.
Oh, those knights are looking pretty strong to me.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with them.
I don't know. Growing up, all the people that tried to act as strong as possible and let you know how strong they were, they had a weakness they didn't want you to see.
So after a few minutes, the parade moves on. Crowds kind of fill back in, and you can return the bag to Philippe.
Cart! Philippe Descartes! I wave at him from across the flat.
He waves back at you, and he runs over. He says, "Mon ami, did you find the thief?"
Yes, Davros here actually was the person who ran him down.
Oh, you truly are a friend of mine, both of you. Thank you so
Yes.
much. I cannot describe how much I appreciate this.
What
Oh,
was
it's
in the
no-
bag?
Probably just his stuff.
That was
I
my
hand the bag over to him.
my clothing and my belongings.
Hmm.
Yes, you can never be too careful in a city full of thieves, quick fingers and quicker feet. You have to watch out for this kind of thing.
Someone might just go through it. You never know.
He narrows his eyes at you and says, "Did you go through my things?"
No, of course not. Right? Gert? Bragney?
He did not.
Made sure nobody went through your things. Don't worry about it, Philippe.
I
I wouldn't allow
appreciate
something
it.
like that.
I appreciate it.
My word is a dwarf.
Well, thank you very much. You truly are friends. However, I do think that perhaps I may not stay in Altdorf as long as I wanted originally.
I know the feeling.
Sounded Italian.
Swing over here was commenting similarly, I believe. I'm
We-
feeling uneasy about this place.
This place is je ne sais quoi, is not bad, is not good.
We're going to be heading downriver pretty soon. If we could maybe split the fare on a barge or something. You're
No.
going that direction, or are you
No,
going the
no,
other way?
no. I'm going north to Miedenheim.
Ah, well, sounds like a good time. Till we meet again, Philippe.
Hopefully, I can get there before the snow sets in.
Understandable. Anyone else got something to say to Philippe?
I think I'm good.
So, Ace Wing, why don't you go ahead and make me a plus 20 intelligence test real quickly? You click on the number at the the final number at the bottom of your intelligence. Do you need help? Need help? I cannot hear you. So I'm gonna roll that for you while you figure out what's going on. So folks, I really love this program, but it is still in beta.
We're still working out the early. I mean, this software just got released, right? The thing we're using now.
This is on the second to last update. This thing down here, folks. That was on the second to last update. So. Nope, nothing. I guess try reloading the browser. Sorry. If this continues, then we'll switch over to Discord for audio at least. So. But I have to wait till he comes back. Do 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 do. So while we're waiting for Ace of Wing to come back, I'm going to go break character for a little bit. Say that I am very, very excited because for Christmas I finally got my own copy of Dune.
Ooh, nice.
I love that book. It's my favorite book. So.
Have you read the rest of the series?
I tried. I could not get through Dune Messiah. I can get through the next one. But I'm probably going to try and do it on audiobook once I finish reading Dune again. So.
I honestly don't know if it's worth reading the rest of them. Like, there's a lot of really interesting lore and stuff in the rest of the series.
Mm-hmm.
But the first book is damn near perfect.
Yeah.
And the rest just kind of aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm reminded of, like, the Lord of the Rings trilogy versus the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you get a lot out of reading the Silmarillion, but it's not that fun to read.
Yeah. I am excited for the new movies. Those look fantastic. Yeah, I think the casting is pretty good, and Ben is still not back. The casting looks really good. They've got there he is. He exists. They've got Ben, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
You tell me.
Yeah. Yay, we're good.
Excellent.
Okay. Yeah.
I did nothing different.
So just real quickly before we get back into the game, they've got Dave Bautista as Raban. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
There's a lot of really good casting decisions that have been made up to this point, and the director is the right person for this. And they're making there's a lot of good things going for this, and the technology might be at a place where they can bring something like this to the screen in a believable way. But I mean, it's such a big idea book that I wonder if they'll ever get it.
I don't.
You mean Arrival?
You know what I mean?
I have trust. If you can make Arrival work as a movie, you got my vote.
Well.
Yeah, but Arrival's kind of like one big idea that they take 2 hours to unpack. Dune is like 35 of them. and they're doing it over what, 2 movies now?
2
I
movies,
think?
yeah, which is probably
So,
the call.
I don't know. It's
We'll see.
just so huge. It's so, I mean, it's cool and I love it. And I'm a fan of Frank Herbert's Dune and the miniseries, the made-for-TV miniseries that got made. Like, there's something to commend all of those things, but holy cow, it's such a big book.
It's tough, but we'll get back to it. So what you do remember, one of the inns that you've stayed at previously, and it is, let me get this out of the way. It is going to be kind of towards, kind of like in between this area, like in the it's not great, not awful spot of town. But
We don't need to stay here too long. We just need to figure out a way to
Yeah, maybe we should focus on what our objectives are. Talk about that amongst ourselves.
so
we need to get to Bogenhaven, right?
yes,
So it's not. We don't need to spend a lot of time here in Altdorf.
no.
We just need to find an efficient and relatively cheap way to get transportation to Bogenhaven.
So as you guys are sitting around discussing what happens, 2 men approach your group, and they're staring directly at Davros, and one of them does this.
Scratches his ear.
Scratches his ear, yes.
Well, as I was saying, we need to figure out a way to get to Bogenhaven.
Is that something I'm supposed to know?
I don't know. He's looking at you, not me. What do you think, Davros?
No, I'm asking Phil.
I don't know.
Like, is this like a thieves' camp kind of thing, or
It's not thieves. There's no thieves thieves language that you know.
can I help you, friend?
They look at each other, and like the one of them looks like he's standing guard, and the one that's scratching his ear does.
Ear itchy?
And they look at each other again, and then they and then he does one more time, like.
I give it back.
Sorry for our mutual friend. He fell off the cart on the way into Altdorf. Can we perhaps speak more privately?
They look at each other, and then they start to. They're really, really nervous, and then they start to walk away, and then they notice something, and then walk off in a different direction.
Well, that was an
You
odd.
said you saw,
While this was
you
going
said you
on,
saw what could have been a twin, right?
Yeah, maybe these guys know your twin, Davros.
Oh damn.
so while that was going on, could I do a perception test to maybe see if there's anything familiar or something I could pick out about those people?
Yeah.
Guess not.
One was tall, one was a little short. Not really short, but like kind of middling height. One was just above average, so it'd be pretty hard to pick them out. But as you follow them, you see that they walk to a nearby house, and there is a you see this pretty stocky man standing at the doorway and lets them in, and they close the door.
Hmm.
Do you want to go in?
I think I do.
Well, I mean, are you gonna bring us, or what's the plan?
I don't think it's a place that I want Regni or Gert to go in.
All right.
I
Well,
think
I'm.
but I think I want you in screaming distance to come to our aid should it be required.
I hope we're in running distance as well, then.
Am I in screaming distance? Did you bring me along on your tracking adventure?
hiking adventure?
We're following this guy, right?
Well, I thought we were kind of following with our eyes.
Okay. So you were able to see where they went in just from where we were. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want me to stand nearby, I can stand nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be expecting trouble?
Always expect
We're always
the
expecting trouble.
unexpected.
It's a strange
And I
town
nod
we're
like
in.
I said something really wise. All right, A-Swing, let's do this.
Gert, have you ever been to Altdorf before?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I.
Can't say. I think it's lukewarm so far. How about you?
I know how you feel.
So as you walk up to this house, the door is unlocked. You step in, and it's empty. There's no sign of anybody.
I leave the door open, and I kind of stop and look down at my shoe as though I need to tie my shoe just long enough so that A-Swing can go past me, but not that I'm making him go in front of me because I'm scared, but like, just it's natural because I have to tie my shoe.
And then his voice is gone again.
You just see mother.
Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I'm going to start up the Discord voice channel, and I'm going to disable audio on here for now, okay?
Got it.
So, alright. There we go. So Ben is in Discord voice. And we'll wait for everybody to join, then we'll get started. 'Cause nobody can hear me now. Ha ha. Hey, he can hear me. Maybe. I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Of course you can. God
Okay.
damn it.
It's okay. It's in
Sorry,
beta.
guys.
So we're just
Hello?
waiting on... Yep,
It's like
I
I
can
swear
hear.
I
We're
didn't
just
do
waiting
anything.
on Noah, and then we'll be good. There he is. Okay. So,
Okay. You can hear me now?
yes.
Excellent.
Okay. So, you walk into... You step just past Davros. The house seems empty. Like, there's no furniture, nothing.
Is this empty rooms?
Yep.
Oh, I definitely don't step past Davros. I'm letting Davros finish tying his shoe before I go in.
Mother.
I'm patient. The joy of being an...
Quinn, what are you eating?
Sorry, I'm just doing a thing. All right, so I tie my shoe, kind of like sigh, stand up. Why don't I lead the way? Okay, great. I can't hear your voice, but I will start moving forward.
It's better. The voice is better. It's just crackly, like it's a bad connection now.
I'm hearing some utensils as well now.
That's Quinn.
Okay.
That's me.
That one's not me.
He's playing with hockey sticks.
That's what Canadians do. Okay, so I kind of step forward, take another step, and then look back over my shoulder to A-Swing. Like, are you really letting me go in first? And if he doesn't move anymore, I'm just like, fuck it. And kind of step forward.
Okay.
What
So
do I experience.
So yeah, you.
Davros is leadership.
So yeah, as you step into the room, you notice it's just like it's an empty house. Not a whole lot going on. Um, as you poke around a couple of the rooms, it seems empty on this floor. Go ahead and make me a minus 20 perception test.
No problem. My character is
hearing.
best at perception.
If you have acute hearing, this would apply.
I don't think I do. Perception. Let's see what I got here. Oh dear.
I might.
Plus 20, did you say?
Yeah.
Minus 20?
Minus
Plus
20.
Minus 20, not plus 20 at all.
I have perception sense, so I guess that's a +6.
It would be acute. It should be acute sight because you're an elf.
Yeah, just as acute sense.
Yeah, so you can change it where it says sense to sight. And if you want me to, I can do it for you.
I believe elves get an acute
Oh no, I was
sense
saying I already
of
rolled.
sight.
Okay. Yeah,
I rolled a
so
+4, so whatever that would have been, like a +6.
okay. So as you
I do ask A-Swing, what do your elf eyes see?
That's awfully.
So the only thing that you see, Davros, it's quiet. You can't hear anything. Ace of Wing, what you hear is something skittering around, maybe on the second floor. Doesn't sound like it's a human, but it sounds like there's something on the second floor.
Doesn't sound like it's a human, huh?
Mm-mm.
That sounds like a good time to turn around and wave in our friends.
Good. You hold the line. I step behind him and go to the door and wave them in.
Dragging will say, "Oh, that didn't take very long."
So, what's going on in here?
A-Swing will tell you. Just go ahead.
Okay. Going, Elgie. What's going on in here? I say in a booming
Sounds
voice.
coming from upstairs.
What kind of sounds coming up from upstairs? I say loudly. Wow, this place is empty.
So what
Yeah,
kind of
that's very
sounds were coming from upstairs, Ace of Wing?
Oh, he said loudly, and so I just went. Shh.
Oh.
Okay, alright. What kind of sound coming up upstairs?
Not human.
Like what? Like it sound like a dog or something? Rat?
I hope not rats. I guess we'll find out shortly.
Oh, there's always rats in the city.
So I say we look around downstairs before we find out what's making the noise.
You haven't checked out all of the downstairs area yet?
I mean, it's empty.
Waved in as soon.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 rooms, and as you poke through, they seem to be completely empty.
Well, I guess we're going up then.
Yeah, Gert, what do you think's up there?
I have no idea. Oh, we will
Right.
find out, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still right by the front door.
I guess I draw my weapons and
I'll ready my shield, but I'm not pulling out my dagger yet.
I have my hand weapon and shield out. I guess I'll take point. And is there a stair leading up to the second floor?
Yes, there is.
We should move. I whisper. We should move real slow, like and sneaky, like to get up there. Because if whatever's up there is dangerous, it'd be better that they don't know we're coming.
So how well lit is this area? Is it a bit dark up here?
It's a little gloomy. It's later in the afternoon. Sun's on its way down, but it's not dark.
Cool, because I have night vision anyway.
So you do, as you guys go up the stairs, you do hear something kind of skidding around and moving in the first door nearest the stairs.
This is like thump 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 like it's like a.
It's pretty quiet.
It's probably a rat.
Rat's nothing to be afraid of. Open the door.
Yeah. All right. I put my hand on the doorknob and give it a good twist.
2 rats just bolt out past your feet.
Good thing you brought me in. Could have been anything, really. All right. Anything else up here? Let's look around.
I'll guard the stairs.
Guard the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
In
We'll
case
give a
anything
shout
comes up from the rear.
Careful, there might be mice down there.
Well, it looks like 2 rats got past us, so they might come around for the good old sneak attack from behind.
Exactly. I got this.
All right. Is there anything else on the upper floor?
It is also empty.
Well,
How dusty is it?
Did we
in
see a
this
basement
place?
or a back door?
Dustiness, because that's the first thing I heard. It is like not like super caked up, but there is a fine layer of dust over everything. And there
Is there any
is
chance we could look to footprints.
as you head back downstairs, you see a bunch of jumbled footsteps from where everybody was walking around.
I mean,
But
look
there
on the
is
bright
a
side,
back door,
everybody. We have
and
a
there
place
is
to
a
stay
cellar.
now.
I'm not staying here.
Why not?
We don't know who this belongs to.
No one. Look, it's empty.
Well, we don't know yet. There's still a back door.
I mean, okay, we'll check the back door, obviously. But,
The fact
I mean,
the fact that a building happens to be empty at the moment doesn't mean that you can stay in it. It's best to avoid.
you're just talking crazy talk right now.
Stavros, my friend. We are, or correction, you are about to become very rich, and the worst thing we can do now would be to attract any sort of unwanted attention from the authorities. We've got a good road ahead of you. And maybe we stay in this building and sleep on the unfurnished floors and save a couple shilling. But
Right.
maybe that results in us getting into trouble with the authorities. And it would be really bad for that to happen right now when we've got a mission. That could be very lucrative.
So, should we stay at an inn?
That's what I would suggest.
I mean, I guess. I suppose that's
We don't need to
fine.
crash- we
Seems
don't need to-
expensive.
We don't need to stay at an inn for long. We just need to figure out passage to Bogenhaven. So is there anything else in this,
There is a cellar and there is a back door.
Alright, well, who's checking out the cellar?
I vote Davros.
Yeah, Devros, you seem afraid of heights, so you can go down to the cellar.
I'm not afraid of heights at all. I'll guard the stairs.
Oh no, you seem so eager to be away from the interior of the upper floor. Surely descending into the cellar would be the thing that would make you happiest.
Aren't dwarves very comfortable underground?
Oh, I wouldn't want to deprive you of this unique
I'm a little
opportunity.
claustrophobic.
Oh, well, the cellar will be great then. It's nice and cool down there.
I don't think that's how this works.
I would follow you down to the cellar.
By the way, just to be clear here, Reggie has no concept of what claustrophobia is.
I got that from the.
Because he's a dwarf.
I don't like being
Like,
underground.
you might as well tell elves that, you have a phobia of, being tall and, unbearded,
I guess while they're having a bit of argument, tell me about this cellar door. Is it just like a door on the floor?
It is a door. It looks like a closet door, but it leads downstairs.
I'm going to stand to the left side of it, so I'm not immediately in front of it, and I'll open it up.
It is pretty dark down there. It is pitch black.
Good thing I have night vision.
Doesn't
So
that
I'll
just
take a
allow you to
gander down.
see in low light as if it was full light?
You see very well in natural darkness. Assuming that I have any kind of faint source of light, starlight, moonlight, bioluminescence, you can see clearly for 20 yards per level of night vision.
So like the little bit of light filtering in from the open door.
Possibly.
Yep.
Okay. So you step down there. You're heading downstairs, correct?
Yep.
The only thing you find down there is what looks to be a big wine barrel.
A big wine barrel, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Is there no shelves, no nothing down here?
Nope.
Alright, well, I'm going to very cautiously take a gander inside the barrel if I can.
So there's a tap up front, and there's a bunghole up top.
Mm-hmm.
If you pull out the cork, you just get hit with a really intense smell of vinegar.
Okay, it's soiled wine. I'm gonna cap that back on. And I guess if there's nothing else here of note, I will just go back upstairs.
All right. So
Before you go back up, we might want to try moving it. It might be blocking something. If it's the only thing down here and we've checked the rest of the house.
Yeah, we still have the back door as well, though. But we could check that, yeah.
I'm like
Only thing.
looking over. Yeah, maybe try moving it. It's a good idea.
Alright, well,
So can we shift that to the side?
yeah, it go ahead and make a +0 strength test, and anybody who has advances in it can assist and give +10 to whoever is moving it.
I'll help move it. Come down.
Who's the
anyone else have
strongest of
strength
y'all?
advancements? Because I don't have any advancements in strength, so.
Oh, you have to have an
Not
advancement
it.
in strength to help?
Yes,
I don't have
to
any
assist.
advancements in strength. I have 35 strength, though.
It's probably best for you to.
You should have Davros do it. Davros in her 22 strength.
I'm
Alright.
grabbing the stairs.
Well, I'll
I
give it a
don't know
roll.
if I mentioned that.
What's the modifier on it?
It is +0.
Alright. And, impressive failure. No luck.
So you start to push it, and you're having a hard time getting it to move. So you tried moving it from a little lower, and the whole thing just tilts over, and the barrel cracks, and vinegar just pours out of the bottom. And just sort of-
this is a waste of time. It smells even worse than Umgi wine usually smells. I'm out of here. I get out of the cellar. I'm
it
totally
is
displeased with the situation.
it is totally falling up into the ground floor.
It's flowing up.
The smell.
The smell.
Oh,
The smell is rising straight up.
I'm back out into the plaza for me. This smell is terrible.
It's
This
yeah.
is vinegar.
It's
Is there anything below the barrel?
nope.
I guess shaking my head. I'm gonna go on upstairs, and I guess to the back door we go.
So as you open the back door, you see a puddle nearby, and you see 3 sets of footprints leading out of the alley towards the street, slowly getting fainter as it approaches the street till just before they are completely dried up.
So there were 2 people, and there was a third person.
The one that opened the door.
Okay. Well, I'm out front, so it's up to you out back to decide what to do right now.
I'd probably say to the other two that we should grab our dwarf and he should come here and maybe he might be able to follow these trails better than what we can see at least.
Or maybe the scout.
Oh yes. You always forget about our taller friend over
What?
Okay. When we're rolling perception.
You should have. Let's see, do you? Oh, you don't have track yet.
I have perception.
You may make a minus 30 perception test. You see a bunch of humans.
Meh.
Sorry, friends. No luck. They all were the exact.
I think I just lost a voice connection.
Yeah, you cracked up a little bit. They all something the exact.
Tonight's not my night. I said they're sorry, friends. They're all wearing the exact same boot.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Well, let's go find an inn then. This is obviously a dead end.
I will say that now might be a good point to take a break.
Sure, we're about a halfway mark.
About halfway. I know we got started a little late, but I know there's a time we have to wrap up. So we'll go ahead. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Sound good? All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So I'll go ahead and put up the placeholder and a 10-minute timer, and we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Great.
All. That's really clacky right as we come back. So
There's a lot of clacking.
So welcome back, everybody. That was a nice little break. So once Ben gets back, and I'm going to pick on him for being late again. Once he gets back, we'll get going right into things. So while we're doing that, Quinn, is there anything HLG related going on?
We on the High Level Games podcast, which records on the opposite by Wednesday schedule that we record this. We've been going through the various domains of Ravenloft one by one, and that has been really interesting. And we do it with an eye to really digging apart the essence of it in a way that doesn't just give you the lore, but it gives somebody that would want to run game in those places something to do. So yeah, that's super fun.
Yeah, I think Ben is having more technical issues because he dropped out of the Discord voice too.
Fun. Maybe I'm starting his computer.
Yeah. So he's typing in Discord. Give him a second, and then we'll see exactly what's going on. Poor Ben.
Ben! Clack, 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 clack.
Maybe his internet went out.
It happens.
Or his power went out because he's on his phone right now. But
Oh dear.
we'll see.
So it's so cold here that we... Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he is going to be gone for tonight, so...
Okay, I'm gonna type Ben again. Ben!
It's been so cold there.
That they almost had to resort to rolling blackouts to keep the grid from being overloaded.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
And given the given the mix of power sources and the fact that the batteries for electric cars are at a significantly less efficient at these temperatures. During temperatures like this, electric cars are by far and away the highest carbon footprint vehicle on the road.
We should also include the fact that you're also, a couple of nights ago, wasn't it the coldest place on Earth?
Yeah, a couple of nights ago, it was the coldest place on Earth, was my province. It was colder than the equal latitude on the surface of Mars.
Oh, poor Quinn. I'm glad you're staying warm. But I know that I have an interview I'm working on for that Josh just asked me to do this morning that I'm going to work on tomorrow, and I am also not HLG related, but Warhammer related. I am working on a big list of trappings for dwarfs and elves for the Ratter periodical on the Ratcatchers Guild Discord.
Nice.
So, almost done with Ithalmar. I gotta dig into some Gromrel and some other stuff, so...
So, are we going to continue now that we have lost Ben?
We will go ahead and continue for now.
As sad as this makes me, because Davros really has one person to get into mischief with in this group, and that person just went away.
Also, something that slipped my mind earlier before we started. My friend Emily is probably going to finish up her master's either this semester or after the summer, and I invited her to join us because she lives in Vegas now, and I never see her. So
Nice.
So, if at some point Emily will be joining us, so
Brilliant.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get going. We'll finish this little bit up, and see where we end up in the next hour and a half ish. So, all right. So, as you guys walk out of the house back into the Königsplatz, Davros spots another familiar face.
Do I?
Yeah. It is now up in your journal.
Joseph Wortian?
Mm-hmm. There's a picture of him if you go to the images. Otherwise, you can just read the text, because that is honestly kind of crinkly and hard to read.
Okay, let me... Oh, text. Here we go. At last, a friendly face. You can never mistake that beard or the boiler of a belly it conceals. It is your old friend, Joseph Quartian. You have known Joseph for more than 10 years and have spent many a happy evening with him in various riverside taverns. Joseph has a phenomenal capacity for alcohol and a talent for always finding the best drinking wherever he goes. Thank goodness, finally a human, a person after my own heart. Joseph!
What? Is that Davros?
Hey!
Hey, what are you doing here?
I was looking for you.
You were looking for... That's why you're in Altdorf? You're looking for me?
Well, yeah.
Well, how'd you know?
I owe you money.
You owe everybody money. Why would you come try and pay me back?
I'm not
Something
gonna pay you
wrong.
back. I just wanted to tell you that. What are you doing?
getting ready to ship some wine down to Bogenhofen.
Nice. This is my friend Gert. This is my friend Vragny, and this is Acewing.
So, how do you know Davros?
Davros and I, every time Davros and I have gotten into a bit of trouble before, running Bertonian brandy.
Yeah, we have.
I've heard of Bretonian wines, but not of Bretonian brandy.
Oh, Bertonian brandy is good stuff.
Good stuff.
Some of the best spirits you can get.
Absolutely. Top notch. So, where are you staying?
Oh, I'm staying over on the Berbelly. You would know that's his barge.
Oh.
But I was gonna stop in over at the Boatman Inn before heading down to Bogenhofen for Schaffenfest.
Well, we were just saying we should go to the Boatman Inn, so that's such great luck. Why don't we go?
Yeah, just follow me along.
Sure, we need a place to stay. What's got you in Altdorf?
Just passing through, heading down to Bogenhofen for the Schaffenfest.
The Schaffenfest?
Yeah, it's a he like rustles around in his pocket and then he pulls out a flyer, which you guys will be seeing in a second. Yep, there you go.
Oh.
There is a
Council and Burgers of Bogenhofen announced the ground opening of the annual Schaffenfest. It will be held on the town meadow this Mitterfulde. The fair will last for 3 days through the hours of daylight by the gracious permission of His Grace, Graf Wilhelm von Sapontheim?
Once upon a time.
Okay. And His Royal Highness Grand Duke Leopold of Midland. A great joust will be held between the knights and the squires of their two households. All of this in addition to the usual attractions of our famous livestock market and the Reichland's greatest traveling fair.
Which none of which Davros can actually read.
No.
I read this out loud.
I'm reading it kind of just to the viewers.
I understand that, but I just wanted to make sure it's clear that Davros can't read.
Vragny makes sure
Davros is the
to.
best at reading.
Vragny reads this aloud
He's the best.
for the benefits of his friends. Oh, Bogenhofen. You know, as it happens, that's where we're heading, right?
Yeah.
Really? Cause I could use a few hands on the Berbelly.
Gert is a phenomenal whatever it is he does. And Vragny is a heck of a worker. Acewing's a great
2 shillings a day in it for you.
Few shillings a day.
2
Oh,
shillings a
when do
day.
you leave? When do you leave for Bogenhofen?
Tomorrow morning.
done.
Yeah,
So-
count me in. What
Yep.
do you think, Gert?
Yeah, for those of you that are willing to work, 2 shillings a day. The rest of you can tag along.
Acewing kind of goes to ask a question. Davros puts their hand over his mouth.
Her.
It's like Acewing.
Acewing is Acewing's her.
Oh, Acewing put her hand over her mouth. And...
I know it's tough to tell with these Elgi as they're all beardless, but yep.
All right, let's get to the inn. I'm so excited.
So he starts leading you guys down to the docks. The docks are going to be right here. And as you guys are walking down, he's chit-chatting with you. He's got a couple of... He starts talking about, you know, how things have been, rumors that he's heard around town. he says, you know, all those nobles, mad, crazy, all of them, all inbred, tainted by chaos. You know it.
Tainted by chaos. The nobles?
Yeah, all of them, all of them. Every last
I
one.
believe it.
Never knew such a thing.
I believe it.
Yeah, you're always a smart one, Davros.
That's what they say.
Really? Are you certain about that?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Everybody.
Everybody. Common knowledge.
Everybody. Another round.
What have they done to receive such a label, if you don't mind my asking?
How do you think they got so rich? They gotta be doing something.
Exactly. Nobody gets that much power and that much money through less than nefarious means.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And right after you say that, you see this there's a street preacher who's yelling around, and he's like in these raggedy tattered clothes. He's got the scroll like bunched up in his hands, and he sees you guys. And then his eyes roll into the back of his head, and he just starts pointing at you. And he says, I see darkness gathering as the last house of joy falls. Beware, for shadows over Bogenhofen stir. The beloved Moor, resplendent in vestments of green, stands astride Sigmar's great river. Yea, I see death on the right, and I despair. For then the stained hand guides the once mighty Lord, and this power behind the throne curses us all. Lo, the horned rat then claims the broken king atop the throne of lies, and the white walls fall, leaving our empire in ruins. Tremble in fear, ye mighty, for the end times have come. And then he just goes back to doing what he was doing.
Wow.
He starts packing up his stuff.
That's happen often around here?
Who are you asking?
Just asking the whole group.
I have no
Here
idea,
could be the
but-
human lands. It could be Altdorf. This is quite. You know, the Dawi don't have people wandering around and making proclamations like that in the streets.
I will be honest, my time in the Empire is spent in a small town. The Southern realms are peculiar, but maybe not that strange.
I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't seen a crazy creature before, but that seemed very specific. Joseph, do you know that person? How did they know to mention where we're going?
Never seen him before in my life.
Huh.
Probably heard about the Schaffenfest, made something up.
Yes, I don't think we should rack our brains too long about the ravings of a madman.
Well, you're probably right. On the other hand, maybe he knows something. I'm gonna go talk to him. I walk over.
Yeah, he's just as he's about to turn around and leave, he says, "Oh, hi. How could I help you?"
Hey, you just proclaimed doom to me and my friends?
No, I wouldn't believe any of that. It's just a show I put on.
Just a show. That was quite a show.
Yeah, it keeps the pilgrims happy. It's just whatever pops in my head.
Oh,
Man, I will never understand your Ungi religions. We Dawi keep it simple. We worship the ancestor god.
Oh, that's nice. Have fun with that. I'm gonna pack up. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna head home.
Let's get off to the inn. This crazy
All right.
meddling isn't worth our time. No effect.
Yes, let us be on our way. What time is it about?
It's
right now,
it's,
anyway.
it's getting pretty close to dusk at this point.
Okay.
So you guys are eventually led down to the street that's called the Street of 100 Taverns. And
Nice.
and it's right on the docks. You got the river on one side, got the docks on the other side, and it's just barges, ships, boats down this side, and just taverns straight down the other.
Okay.
And it's just bustling street, and he eventually turns down into one of them, and a bunch of river folk sitting around. Seems like it's pretty cheerful. And Joseph goes up to the bar and he orders 5 bottles of wine, one for himself and one for each of you.
Great.
Thank you. This is what I call a nice day at the end.
Yeah, well,
That's a cheers to what's this guy's name?
Joseph.
Cheers to Joseph, I say.
Yeah, there you go. Always trying to help out the dwarfs when I can.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, so
Well,
I'm gonna drink a cup of wine right away.
yeah, he's gonna yeah, we'll just get our drinks here for the night, and then we'll head on tomorrow morning. You're more welcome to stay on the Bare Belly. No need to pay for an inn.
I'll be glad to work.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little short-handed now. Just me, the miss, and our other two.
Oh, you have children?
No. It's just brain. Give me a second. Us and 2 of us and Volmar and Gilda and their little one.
Well, to profitable ventures, I say, offering another toast to the group.
Here.
So
I'm gonna knock back a second cup of wine.
I think I'll just have one for now.
go ahead and make me a +20 consume alcohol test, Noah.
All right. Success.
That was cutting it close, man. Okay. Let's see. What was that second roll? Oh, there you go.
I just rolled a consume alcohol. You didn't ask me to, and I'll withdraw if necessary.
No, you're fine. It's good to know. But as you...
Because I'm getting my drink on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince Joseph that if there are truly 100 inns on this street, that we should try to take a drink at each one.
Oh, I
Make
don't want to be out in the weather.
Make a -30 a -30 charm test.
Okay. No.
Okay. Excuse me. This is like, nah, there's no need. Half these places are full of rats and the other half costs way too much. This is the place
Which
to
half
be.
are we in?
We're the one right in the middle.
Half rats and half overpriced.
I like that. Good one. Best sense of humor I've seen on a dwarf since, well, probably ever.
I'll drink to that. I drink a third cup of wine.
As you guys are enjoying yourselves, you notice this man in all black, big dude. He walks up to the bar. He's got this big scar on his cheek, just kind of sneering at everybody. He walks up, he orders a bottle of brandy and throws a bunch of coins at the barkeep, and then he goes and he sits in a corner. And he walks over to a table where a bunch of people are sitting. They just move right the fuck out of his way. Just dart off from the table as he sits down.
Huh.
I'm gonna mutter over to Joseph. You know that guy? He looks like trouble.
Yeah, probably. I've seen him once or twice. Both times he got into a fight.
Hmm. Well, I'm keeping my head down this evening, or else I'd take him up on the offer.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. And he goes back to drinking and joking and telling stories about running Brandy down from the Gray Mountains. And
So, tell me a bit about this Schaffenfest that you're heading into Bogenhaven for.
Schaffenfest as their big thing every year. So mostly for selling livestock, but usually they can find something else comes up. Joust is pretty new this year, but heard there's going to be some sort of zoo or something.
Zoo. Well, the zoo in town here is closed, so could be interesting. What kind of stuff they're gonna have?
I don't know, some sort of traveling thing.
Hmm. You didn't get a lot of zoos in the Dwarfhold. In the Dwarfholds, it's more of a mainland kind of thing. It should be interesting to see what they have.
Yeah, it should be a good time. And then there's always the normal fare stuff that you find. So,
Oh, like what?
games, strongmen, stuff like that.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Should be a good time. Definitely be plenty to keep us entertained. But I'm mostly going to be there just dropping off the wine, picking up my coin, and heading on out.
Makes sense. So you're a merchant?
Yeah, just... not so much a merchant as shuttling stuff for other folk. Already got the arrangements in place. Just show up, swap the goods for the coin, and then as soon as he says coin, these two young nobles two young guys just burst into the inn. Doors just fly right open, and they're obviously like already wasted. And then one of them just kind of like half like swaggers, half like tips, like waddles over. He says, "Two of your finest beverages, landlord." And behind them there's these four massive bodyguards.
Nobles, best not to mess with these sorts.
Should we get more wine?
You done with your bottle already?
I'm still working on
In a
mine.
moment.
The two guys, they start like they seem to have skipped over y'all, but they start picking on the other commoners, all the other patrons, insulting them, calling them filthy, talking down to them.
I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna mutter to the other people. Hey, let's get out of here. It looks like we don't want to get bothered by these guys.
What do you guys think?
I mean, if we're going to another inn, I could be convinced.
I think if we leave now, we'll
Joseph?
start more of a scene.
So, after a few minutes of you guys debating as to whether or not you want to move, one of the two men, one of them is shorter and fatter than the other. He orders a brandy, chugs it, walks over to Acewing, and throws it up.
Like barfs it?
Barfs it up on Acewing. And
Who was this that did that?
Noble.
One of the nobles.
And they both just start laughing.
Oh, fuck these guys. But there's four big burly bodyguards, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Class systems keeping me
Man.
from... Very good, my lord. Very funny. around like a little tiny, very inadequate cloth to Aceway. Very good. Well done, my lord.
And Joseph just kind of keeps his head down and gives you a nod. All
right, all right. You can go around. I'm going to stand up and push my chair back loudly. I'm going to say, you're the worst. You can go around picking on people. You barfed on the friend of a dwarf. I shout this at the top of my lungs.
I
Ragni?
guess I'm already politely standing up and pushing in my chair.
Oh,
Guys, make a plus 20 intuition test. I'll go ahead and make Ace of Wings.
Oh, Ragni. Intuition.
+4 for Ragnar.
Is that I for intuition?
It
Intuition
should be,
is a skill.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
gonna
skill.
re-roll that.
Okay. You could just
Plus
use a
20,
fortune.
did you say?
Hey.
It is a
Have I succeeded at anything tonight?
no.
It's you. I can. Well,
Yes.
no, you caught that guy.
That is
Davros.
true.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did.
That's right. The
That
one
was
thing
actually
I didn't
very
want to
important.
succeed at.
No, you caught him so I can catch up. And
I would
you
also-
rescued his belongings.
I would also point out that you rolled horribly for your stats.
Yeah.
He's most of his stats are in the 20s, and then he's got 8 wounds. You guys,
I got +4 success.
yeah. So Gert and Vragny, you notice that the dude in the black, the big dude with the scar on his cheek, he knows the bodyguards, and he's watching the situation very closely.
All right. Well, said if you nobles are all garbage. You walk on people and you barf on my friend. Get out of this bar. I'm gonna aggressively get in their face.
So okay.
Fuck.
So one of the guards, we'll say this guy right here, he walks up to you and says, "You best be moving along, dwarf."
Vragny
Ugh.
didn't mean anything. I walk up and I grab Vragny by the shoulder. Vragny, let's just go. Come on. It's totally fine. We'll find somewhere else to be. Very sorry, sir. Very sorry. Really, really apologize for my friend. He's had too much to drink. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I know exactly what I'm saying.
Vragny. Vragny.
Fine. We'll get out of your way this time. I'm gonna sucker punch this guy.
I knew it.
Hey, you know what? You don't mess with the friends of a dwarf. That's a gretchen.
No, and I mean, me as Quinn, I really want to see this happen, but I'm just trying to play Davros the coward. So.
So once you say that, the guy in the back, he steps up and he says, "I wouldn't if I were you, you pea brains. Why don't you just sit there and enjoy yourself?"
Are we gonna have a problem? Are we gonna have a problem, you manling coward?
This is that dude, by the way. Let me
Let's see what he looks like. You beardless manling coward.
Is that man in black?
That's the man in black.
Hmm.
His name's not Johnny.
You probably want to bend down and lick the boots of these nobles, don't you? I shout at him angrily.
He's going to push you back towards your chair and say, "Why don't you country bumpkins wash the swill off you before you enter a civilized city?"
Oh. Tall words coming from a man whose beard barely escapes his chin, I say, shoving him back.
Tall words coming from a shorty.
A what?
Gee. All right, this is happening. So here are the other guards.
Oh boy.
And where is she? There. Joseph ain't.
Alright.
Joseph is not getting involved. He's over here.
I put the man in black. You and me outside right now.
Why don't we just settle it right here? And we are going to go ahead and go into right there.
All right, I put up my dukes.
Roll all.
This guy isn't even involved. He's not even like the noble of the noble's guards. But it's time for a fight, I think.
Yeah.
He insulted Ragni's interaction with a guard who was working for somebody who insulted one of Ragni's friends. That's aggression in dwarf culture.
So Ace Wing would be going first, but Ace and Wing will be going.
Stay out of this, elf, I say, or Elgi, I say.
So Max. So in that case, it will be. Let's begin combat. Skip Ace Wing. Go to Max. Max is gonna walk up to you. And
What do we got?
he's gonna try and punch you in the face.
As one does.
So he is, let me see. So before we do this, I'm trying to remember. So this target. Oop. Max.
Let's see. So I gotta be rolling melee brawling since I'm using my fists, huh? Okay.
Yep. Oh God. Go ahead and roll your test.
Melee brawling.
Oh, he wins.
I'm going to spend a fortune point to re-roll that, I think. Give that another go. Oh no! I lose by even more. All right. Well.
Okay. And then we will go ahead and first we roll this fumble.
Fumble.
Yeah, he fumbled.
Oh, hey, great news.
And as he
If I am I allowed to see that before I do my fortune re-roll? Because if he's hitting someone else, I don't need to re-roll, right?
That is true. So he is going to use 5 SLs on one of the guards. He's gonna hit this guy for 5 SLs.
Had too much to drink, had you, Manling? Can't hold down the liquor.
2 5 plus 4 is 9. So this guy would take, what is there? The first time we use this, of course, it is the weirdest situation. Oh, 5, 4, 9 minus 6. So yeah, so he takes that many wounds. Oops, that's the wrong. He has that many wounds. Okay, and then but he still gains an advantage because he did win the test. Yep. And then we will move on to next in combat. That would be Vragny. It's your turn.
All right. I hope you're ready for the good old Karakadrin 1-2, I say. And I go in for a solid, right hook.
Okay.
So it's melee brawling. No advantage or anything like that. -2. What's he got? Oh no! Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay.
Well.
Oh, but he does get a critical in.
Oh, what kind of critical am I hit with?
Sprain.
A sprain? What's a sprain do? I got torn muscle.
So you take 1 wound.
All right, 1 wound from the sprain.
That should be now marked on your character sheet.
Alright, I'm down to 15 out of 16 wounds. And then how much more damage do I take?
It's just one.
But also, I lost the test. Oh, I was attacking. Right.
You are attacking, yes.
Alright, I sprayed my arm trying to hit him. Ah! You got lucky, I say. What's Torn Muscle Minor do for me?
Give me a second. Torn muscle.
I gotta say, this fight is not shaping up how I was hoping.
I think that's the right one.
So far, he's
it's
punched
not.
his own friend, and then I sprained my muscle.
You sprained your left arm. You're at -10 to all tests with your left arm.
Alright, well, I'll give him the good old other arm attack. Or like I'll elbow him or headbutt him. I'll get him. Alright.
This is going great. Next up is this guard right here.
It's a drunken fight. Wait, oh, and the other guards come in on this?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck is this?
Actually,
Hey,
they're
you
gonna
better-
hold back from now because they're gonna hold back for now just because you're getting your ass whipped.
Oh, one of them got punched by this guy, right?
Yeah. One of them got punched by the guy, but it was obviously a mistake. It is Gert's.
Okay.
It was Gert's turn.
So he's not gonna punch back.
No, they're friends. You guys notice they're friends. It's Gert's turn.
Oh well.
Gert, keep these guys off me while I take care of this. Do I know this guy's name?
Nope.
All right, while I take care of this Sungi.
All right. Well, I guess I'll stand there and I'll hold my action if any of them try to go in, and I'll try to bop them in the face.
Okay. Davros, what are you doing?
Okay, so there's 3 guards kind of holding off, watching this fight go down.
Mm-hmm.
I look and I notice that Gert is not jumping in. So I kind of circle around to the other side, opposite of Ragni, and like I'm probably like physically shaking. I'm so scared. But if one of the guards comes in, I'm gonna claw their eyes out.
Okay.
Nice.
So Ace of Wings still busy cleaning puke off of her. Max is gonna try and punch you again.
All right.
So that would be that. He also has another advantage. Let me add that in real quickly.
Oh boy. Hey, Gringy's weird.
Add in that talent. Roll.
Oh, I fumbled again, huh?
Motherfucker.
All right. I
You can't see my face right now, but man, it's a face, all right.
He
I am going to let me think about this. Do I want to re-roll this? I think I am going to spend my last fortune point to re-roll this test
Okay.
because currently he's still going to be hitting me, and I want to hit him instead. Give that
Okay.
another try. Haha! A success, or a failure, but I didn't fail as hard as he did.
Okay. He is not able to move, but you did win.
Nice.
And he loses his advantage, and you gain 1.
All right, I managed to avoid his attack.
Guards, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to mock him. I mock him thoroughly as he stumbles around, and I'm going to do the defense action. That can let me boost my defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will that cause me to lose my advantage?
I don't think so, because you gained an advantage this turn.
Okay. So I'm going to I mock him, and I'm just ready for his next attack, and I'm trying to goad him into attacking me right now. I say, you badlings can't hold your liquor, can't fight without your friends. You're a coward.
All right, the guards are going to sit back and watch. Gert, are you still keeping watch?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hanging out. I don't want to interfere. That's a grudging.
So we're going to come back around to... And Davros, I take, is going to do the same?
Unless I think that I can stab the guy fighting Ragni without anyone noticing, I'm gonna do the same.
That would probably involve... Do you have... Oh my.
I don't think it's possible, but I'm just like.
You would
if it
have to
was,
pull
I
your
would
dagger,
totally do
and
it.
people would probably see you pull your dagger.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
okay, so he's...
So but if for some reason I thought it was possible, I would definitely be putting my dagger into this guy's liver, while everyone else looked a different direction.
Right on. He's gonna try and punch you in the face.
All right, so now I roll to protect myself. So I've got an advantage, and I've got a How much is my modifier?
Your modifier is plus 20, so it should be a
Alright.
plus 30 total.
All right. Roll a brawling test. 2 SL.
He is at... Oops.
Oh, you got a lot of SLs.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way because I know it works. So that's where you're standing right now.
Yep.
Okay. You gonna take that?
Well, I'm out of fortune points. It looks like I just get hit.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply damage. I like this. Watch this.
All right, let's see what we got.
Come on. Are you gonna apply damage properly?
Watch what?
Moo. What are you doing? It's not applying damage.
I have a 40 toughness. 43 tough. Pretty tough dwarf.
Alright. None of these are working. Alright, I will let Moo know that is not working, and I'm gonna delete that. And delete this. And I'm gonna try this one more time.
Alright.
Okay, that is not working. So Moo Man, I'm gonna yell at you in a little bit because this isn't working. It's your fault.
So how much damage am I taking?
So it would be 3, it'd be 7.
I shaved by 4, so it's down to 3.
Do you have any armor on your left leg?
Not really wearing it. I don't really wear armor.
Okay. So he's gonna come in and he's gonna deck you on your left leg.
Alright. Ouch! That does 3 wounds to me. Alright, so I'm down to 12 wounds.
Okay.
Down to 12.
Yeah.
You lose your advantage and he gains... Motherfucker. His advantage thing. Oh, there it is. There's the workaround. Haha. Cool. He's back to having advantage. Cool. So, it is now your turn.
Alright. Why you? I get extremely mad, and I will attempt to headbutt him. I'll just give him another brawling test right here.
Okay.
Here we go. Going for the headbutt, which actually might be difficult as a dwarf, but we'll see how it goes. I still have an advantage. Can you remove that?
Yeah, so if you right-click on it, on your token, you can remove it yourself.
Oh, okay. Nice. I will do that. There we go. Change that to a 0. Very good. Now I'll roll a brawling test. And I swing at him, and I fail. I try to headbutt at him, but he completely gets out of my way, and my stubby body doesn't have enough leverage to get on him.
Okay. So, assuming nobody else is going to do anything, he gains another advantage.
I start grumbling and like I'm very displeased with the situation.
Gosh, you're just getting your ass whipped. Guards are gonna sit around and do nothing. Gert, you doing anything?
How is Vragny looking over here?
He's getting his ass whipped.
Yeah, it's not good.
He's getting his ass whipped. Even though Max has had a couple of stumbles, he's holding his own.
If Max hits Ragni again, he's probably gonna give. We'll see. Ragni's not fighting to the death here.
From across the room, I'm like, Gert!
You shouldn't. It's 1v1. Well, no, it's up to Gert whether or not he steps in, but it is just a typical bar fight right now.
Yeah, I kind of... I'm conflicted about this, but I think I'm going to stay on the sideline.
Okay. Oh, wait, what is this? I forgot that he has some talents.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess I should have joined in.
corner.
That's with melee weapons. Oh, take another wound from a critical because he has strike to injure.
Yeah, okay. I'm down to 11 wounds.
Yeah.
I don't even have 11 wounds.
I know, you rolled like crap. He's gonna try and, we're gonna go ahead and get back up to him. He's gonna try and punch you again.
Alright. I will try to defend myself with brawling. 4 SLs. My brawling
Damn.
skill is 45, by the way.
You got a 1, man.
I got a 1. That's nice. What's his brawling skill?
He's testing off 62.
62. Oh, is it based off of skill? Or is it based off of what you test against?
Oh, no, that is true. It is. He's at a 42. You're right. I forgot about that. That is a weird thing that's come up in Discord a couple times. Yeah. You would technically win that because you're testing off of something higher.
All right. Well, it's
So you
good.
finally hit him?
No. He fails to hit me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, go
Stay
ahead
in there.
and
Good
add
man,
your
good
advantage
man.
back.
Good dwarf.
All right. I got my advantage back. Yeah. You know, I'm not doing great in this fight. All right. I'm back up to 1 advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's just like, tear his fucking eyes out.
Let me
Right.
check something.
I gotta say this fight is not going as well as I was. You know, Fagny's not an amazing bad.
Oh, hang on a second. I gotta add something to this guy. It's not gonna affect this fight, or shouldn't affect this fight, but we'll see. Just realized I forgot to add a thing. Okay, so yeah, I thought he needed that, so. Oh,
Have I
easy.
dealt any damage to this guy? I haven't.
No.
All right.
Alright, so, it's your turn.
All right. I'll rush at him again and try to give him a good old
I'm
punch.
gonna remove these folks, because they're not gonna do anything.
Marginal success.
Let's see what he can do about that.
Fumble.
Probably.
Yay!
You hit
gonna
him!
I hit him.
So what? So, okay, so let's see if I can get this to work.
I got him in what? The leg? I guess maybe that's what I can reach as a dwarf. Maybe I kicked him. Maybe I kicked him in the leg.
Okay, it's still not working. So how much damage is that?
What, like an unarmed attack?
Yeah, for you.
I think that's undamaging, strength bonus +2, so that'll be undamaging 5.
Undamaging 5. So that would take. Okay. Boop. There we go. And then
Sorry, strength bonus +0. Strength bonus +0. It's undamaging 3. My bad.
So
I thought
but you won by 2 success levels.
Yes, so undamaging.
5.
Oh yeah, I was corrected. Sorry, I baffed it. I got confused. It's undamaging 5. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Gert, doing anything?
Yeah, actually, you know, I'm gonna try to do something. Can I
Nice.
try to do a perception test to see, maybe look for a weak point on the unknown individual Varagni's fighting, i.e. use perception test to build an advantage?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Nice.
try that. Remember, that's the thing you can do with perception and intuition. And I bombed it. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do.
Davros, what are you gonna do?
I want to do the thing he was just trying to do. That sounded great.
Go for it.
So you can use perception or intuition.
Okay. Let's see.
And this way you can keep building advantage until you try to use it. Because my idea was, I should have been doing this earlier. I was trying to pass it, so if I did go for an alpha strike, I just could literally alpha strike him.
Nope.
That's a great idea.
Asa Wing is gonna, seeing this isn't going well for his little short buddy, will join in.
Oh, okay. Here we go. With the perception.
Mm-hmm. Starting to get a gauge of how this guy's fighting. But it's his turn next. He's gonna try and punch you in the face.
Uh-oh. Let me roll my brawling test to defend.
Jeez. You win.
I win in some sense as we both ineffectually flail at each other. Maybe I should defend myself.
Yep, so gain another success level.
Coming around. This is not bad. This is good.
All right. I'm going to hit him again, now with 3 advantage. I'm going to go for another attack. I'm favoring one side since one of my arms is fraying. 3 SLs.
Ooh.
Oh, he fends me off. I've got all this momentum behind me, but I think he's just too skilled. He fends off my attacks, and I spit at him as I'm stopped short from being able to headbutt him.
Man, this is just not going well for you.
We both had plenty of drinks, you know. I might, you know, it's just one of those bar fights.
This is hilarious. This is just Whist City. Oh. Gert, your turn.
So I'm just like, I can't get him.
I'm trying to do this again. I'm gonna build myself an advantage.
Okay. Give yourself one advantage. Right click on your token and then you can add advantage.
I'm down to 0 advantage now, huh? I'll add advantage.
Davros, your turn.
Is it the one to the left or the one above?
The one up top.
Okay, thank you.
You succeeded!
I succeeded at a thing.
You did not fail. Yeah, go ahead and give yourself an advantage.
How do I do that?
Right click on your token. You'll see a little blue thing above it. Go ahead and just click on that and change it to 1.
Brilliant. All over it.
Let's see. Ace of Wing. Make another perception test. And gain another advantage in case she needs to do a thing. But it's Max's turn. He's gonna punch him. He's gonna punch a stunty. Oof. That was close. Come on, stunty.
I'm down to 0 advantage. Oh, critical! Oh,
go
nice.
ahead and hit that crit. Oh!
Oh! Yes!
How? How? In a
I got him with the counter. Look!
You just kind of like hit him, he trips over into the bar.
Oh my god!
It's the Kara Kadrin 1-2. That's what I'm telling you about.
Oh my god! First off, this is the swingiest fight I've ever seen in this game.
Jesus,
I mean, I'm assuming neither me nor this guy are that good at fighting, which may be why.
He's at a 42.
Yeah, and I'm at a 45. Like, we're both
pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, right. And neither of us are using weapons or armor or shields.
He's got armor.
Guns. Ah,
he's got leather armor.
If he's got leather armor, then he could probably avoid his hip fracturing, right?
You're right.
I have been doing this wrong. Sorry to interrupt, but we should be using intuition, not perception.
Okay, we'll do that.
Building.
So he takes 4 wounds, but his hip is not broken.
All right, so I just deal 4 wounds to him with a good hit punch, but his armor. So bad. Okay, but he no longer has body armor now. I've damaged his body armor.
On his body, correct?
Yeah. All right. All right.
Crap.
That's nasty, though.
That's the Kara Kadrin 1-2. That's what I'm telling you.
Literally an ankle biter.
Frag me! You the dwarf!
It's the power of Gretchen.
I don't know what that is.
The Dwarven Society, the fundamental concept of Dwarven Society is that promises are serious business, and this refers to both the word of a dwarf and the grudges of a dwarf.
Oh.
Like to the point where dwarfs will hold grudges against families that wronged their great ancestors. Noah just
dwarven. Oh.
There he is.
Yeah, Dwarven society has actually been significantly damaged by this at times. It's not always good. Anyways,
Man,
got in the good old hip counterpunch action on his attack.
and you gain an advantage as
Nice.
you come in and you just like slam him right in his left hip, and it's just a solid, and he just like almost collapses, but you like hear like his leather jack just like rip and tear as you punch through.
Nice.
So it's your turn.
All right.
Damn,
I'm
that was a
gonna-
vicious hit, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him another attack. I'm just gonna go in for a punch. Let's see how it goes. -3.
You succeeded.
No, -5. All right, that's a hit for 5 on the left arm.
Yep. So you win by left arm takes 5 minus that, and that. Okay, that leaves
All
him
right.
here.
After this good old 1-2, I say, that's leave now if you want, and then I laugh uproariously. Feeling good.
Bragny, you're awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to keep this up. We'll see.
He's gonna spit at the ground and swing at you again.
All right.
Oh wait, before we get there, I'm gonna delete that. We have other people's turns.
Right.
Make your intuition test.
Intuition we go. I fail, so I lose my advantage. Wow.
You lose one. No, you will lose one advantage. Because that's not an opposed test. So what? You lose one because you fail to gain advantage. Make sense?
Yep.
All right, Davros, your turn. It's intuition.
I rolled it. I failed.
So you lose one advantage.
Yep.
Hey, success. So that's 3, and then it is Max's turn, and he is pissed that this little stunty motherfucker's kicking his ass now. God damn it.
-1 on my end.
Yeah, he's starting to swing wildly. He's getting angry, so give yourself another advantage.
All right, I'm up to 3 advantage now.
And then it is your turn.
All right, I'll swing at him again. I'll say, let's see, what's a good catch line? It's like, so say, you can't hold your liquor. And give it a roll. +1. So it's a body hit, so no armor on this one.
4,
So,
6.
6 undamaging, and he's got no armor on his body.
Yeah. So he's down to that.
I'm just gonna fight until he's unconscious. I don't know how many wins he has actually.
He's got 5 left.
Okay.
But he's probably gonna call it after that.
Yep.
He's gonna say, "Fuck you, you little thing," and he walks towards the door with a slight limp.
I'll say fuck you too, and I limp back towards my chair, clutching my sprained arm.
All right. So real quickly, I've gotta check something for that.
I mutter to myself about filthy Ungi barfing and so on. By the way, the entire original situation is now long gone from Ragni's mind.
Yeah,
The
like,
guy
we
who's
jumped
buddies
it.
with the guy who's guarding the guy who barfed on Ragni's friend has been punched, and therefore the grudge is satisfied.
Where is... Oh, there we go. So if I click this... There we go. 30 minus toughness bonus days.
30 minus 7 or 30 minus
4 days.
4 days, so 26 days.
Yep. And then...
Yeah. Well, that's gonna suck.
If somebody wants to do a heal test, they can reduce it by success level days.
I don't have that until next career.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sit down. So what's going on now that I've driven this guy off? Like, what are the guards and nobles up to? What are the...
They thought the nobles thought it was fucking hilarious, but they're
Yeah. I guess it was funny.
It was entertaining, at least.
So as you so they're just gonna start laughing and just kind of walk out with their bodyguards. You guys have, like, after Max leaves and the nobles leave, fucking drinks left and right every fucking way.
Ah, they're pleased with my performance?
Oh yeah, you very quickly find out that he's a bully. He's here to fight. That's what he does.
Yeah. Well, I gave him a fight, all right.
I
Anybody...
reach up and grab Vragny's shoulder, and I'm just like,
Which shoulder?
"Good job, buddy!"
Which shoulder are we talking?
I mean, it's Davros, so I probably accidentally grab your injured one.
Oh, thanks, thank you,
Good
Davros.
job.
Thank you. Just let go of my shoulder.
You gotta teach me the Wakamadooey 1-2.
Karakurdjin 1-2. Yeah. Hey, does anyone here know anything about healing?
1-2.
Anybody here? I shot. Know anything about healing? I sprained my arm real bad.
Let me see. Nope.
We could always go see the priestess of Shalia. I'm sure.
Y'all are leaving first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anybody in the bar who can, like, put this in a sling or something.
The bartender, she says, she leans over to you. These guys are all gone, so let me delete them and end this combat. The bartender, she leans over, and that did not turn out. That she got squished towards the middle. She leans over and she says, "Thanks for dealing with them, and really, thanks for all the business."
Don't worry about it. You know anybody who can do something about my arm? That's killing me.
And nobody here will know how to fix it.
Ah, great. Well, give me some ale. I'll drink the pain away.
She's like, "Yeah, you don't worry. They've got plenty coming for you." And she
Slap some shillings down on the table. Oh, that.
Everybody here is going to be paying for your drinks all night. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna drink half of everything that Vragny has sent, out of duty and respect for the work that he did.
Yeah, it's a smooth move, Davros.
I'm just constantly like, okay, so what do you do with the Kickmatu 1-2? Just ba-boom, ba-boom, like...
I'll tell you later, Manling. I'm taking another drink. Oh, my arm.
My friend Vragny's best fighter in his whole fucking place.
Asa Wing, how are you holding up? I try to console Asa Wing for being barfed on.
Asa Wing's sitting there grumpily with a glass of wine. Not really enjoying it because it's human wine, but sitting there drinking it anyways. Quietly grumbling. So.
Alright.
Everybody
So
make consume alcohol tests.
Oh yeah, Vragny's gonna make
Let's-
2 consume alcohol tests, because Vragny's gonna drink a lot.
Okay.
I'm not going to be drinking anymore.
Okay.
That's 1 failure. Another one. 2 failures. Excellent. That's minus 10 to all grace-based things, or minus 20 to all grace-based things.
So
and
I'm leaning towards using what do you call it? Rodder's rules for this, just because.
Oh, how does that work?
Give me a second. It is a lot less harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find it real quickly. Why is it? Where is it? Give me a second. It is just a -10, I think, to initiative, or it's much less strict because I went through this the other day, and with my meat space group, and they were fucking useless. So I've got it pulled up. Just give me a second to scroll down to it. Here we go. Consume alcohol is turned into consumed substance, and it's based off of the item. Other trappings. It is initiative -10, willpower +10. Which is just a simpler, more elegant, and less painful way. Actually, I'm going to leave the status effects the same. But we're going to, instead of having it be like D10 minus SL hours that you stay drunk, which is a long time, because we ended up having a character drunk for 12 hours off of 2 drinks. We are just going to, I'll modify the difficulty of the test when the effects subside. That's how he does it. So you're all the things that you normally take a -2, you take a -2, and then once the effects subside, you take a test to see if you're hungover.
Make sense?
Yep.
Well, anyways, Fraggy's having a good time, but that's the exact amount of good time he's having. He's not going to be rolling on the floor drunk. He's just having a good time.
Yeah. So after a little bit, Joseph says, well, we better head out. We got to get up first thing in the morning. Besides, the missiles will probably be angry at me.
Sorry, I missed everything before.
Probably should be heading out. Got to leave early in the morning. Besides, the missus will be angry at me.
All right, I grab a couple of drinks. I'm like, I'll follow you out.
I do one last toast with the bar, and then I'm out of there.
Okay. So as you guys are walking to the barge,
Can you hear?
No, it's freezing. Why is it freezing?
Oh. Yeah, well, I can hear you now.
Yeah, it froze. What was that?
Temporary issue.
Okay. Okay. So as you guys are walking to the barge, Davros in Asa Wing, you hear footsteps behind you. Like it's following you.
I spin around and yell, Ragni! We'll kill you!
He's gone. I dealt with them. I say, waving my hands.
I'm looking for whatever it was.
So it looks like the 2 guys who encountered you earlier, in just as they are about to move in on you, they just fall over. You hear a thunk thunk, and they fall over. One right after the other, maybe a few seconds apart.
I drop my drinks, grab Joseph and whoever else is next to me, and I'm like, get down! And I duck us all down. I start running.
All right, let's make our way to a nearby alley. I say.
Yeah, you guys.
Let's turn a corner and like get out of the street.
Yeah, you guys can tuck into an alley pretty quickly. And Joseph is like, "What was that? They were following us, and then all of a sudden they just died? They fell down. What happened?"
Whatever happened. I think we should go See, I don't know. I've had a couple of drinks. Normally, I'd say we should go check out whoever was shooting at him, but I say we get to the boat. I don't want to stick around here any longer than we have to. Those fellows. Well, let's get to the boat. I don't want to stay here any longer. What do you think, Gert, Davros?
I think we need to take a look at this. So I'm gonna draw my shield and say, cover me at least, but I'm gonna go creep my way over to the bodies, I guess.
So,
All right. Well, Joseph, Davros, you stay here. I heft my shield. I say I'll make sure nothing bad happens to Gert.
Okay, so Gert, let me check some skills that you have real quickly.
I'm just gonna stand near Gert and keep an eye open.
Go ahead and make a +0 perception test, Gert. Oh, the slimmest of margins. So you look, and there's two. As you're searching the bodies, you flip them over. You see 2 wounds that you assume were made by crossbow bolts.
Oh. Where are the crossbow bolts?
Missing.
Are they fresh wounds?
Yes.
Very strange. Do they have any tattoos, anything on their person?
So you find each one has a dagger. And between the two, you can find 3 shillings and 19 pennies. And each one has a small tattoo on the right breast of a purple hand.
Purple hand?
A purple hand tattooed onto the right breast.
I'm gonna take a look at that. Does it look like anything I've seen before with my lore of dwarfs, geology, or law?
No. Real quickly, did you guys check Castel Librung's body?
That's the we didn't
Davros's
strip him.
double. You didn't strip it? Okay.
Yeah, we didn't strip her.
You just you just see 2 purple. As far as you know, you've never seen this before.
So Oh, that's certainly ominous, but there's nothing other than the daggers and the coins. I say we get away from these cooling corpses before the Altdorf guard catches up with us.
Yes. Say, let's.
We can make note of that later. All right, we make our way back to Davros and Joseph.
Okay.
They're dead as doornails. What did you see on them, Gert?
Some coins, daggers, besides the wounds, which it looks like it's made by crossbows, but...
Oh, and by the way, their personal hygiene was awful. They stank. They were stinky. They were still warm, by the way.
They're
Looking through the wounds,
still quite warm bodied.
Yes, and the wounds themselves, it looked like it was done by crossbow bolt, but there was no bolts in them. And they each had tattoos of some purple hand of sorts. On the breast, it's a bit strange, but
I don't like it.
Tattoos these days.
I don't like that they were bothering Davros earlier. I say let's get on the boat and let's get out of here in the morning.
Yes, let's.
So I think y'all have a plan for next time.
Yep.
So I think that is the perfect place to end it. We are about 8 minutes from 11. So we'll go ahead and end it there. As always, guys, highlevelgames.ca. If you want to find the Discord channel that 3 of the 4 of us hang out on all the time, it's the Ratcatchers Guild. Check out the High Level Games podcast. They'll be on Twitch next week here. Quinn and Josh, 2 of my favorite humans.
We're going to be discussing the religions of Ravenloft.
So, and I know we still have some technical issues to work out, but I think it worked out pretty well for the most part. But we will see you guys in 2 weeks. We will continue the Enemy Within and hopefully no more. Well, for you guys, probably hoping no more critical wounds. I hope for lots of critical wounds on you guys. That was fun.
Oh boy.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
I got a sprained arm.
Okay. And I also keep an eye out on our private Discord for the game, because I have some house rules I want to flip past everybody, but I'll discuss those next time. But anyways, everybody have a great day. Here's hoping that Canada does not stay the total frozen wasteland that it has been as of late.
It's not all of Canada, just
Alberta.
around me.
Here's hoping that my state capital doesn't erupt in gunfire on Monday. So, I'm in Virginia, and the state cap.
I heard.
Yeah. That's right around the corner from where my wife works too. So, yay. But yeah. So here's hoping everybody has an uneventful 2 weeks for bad stuff and an eventful week for good stuff. And we'll see you guys 2 weeks from today. And yeah, have a great evening.
Wish you all the best.